Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Domas, a late one today, and I wanted to discuss or talk about or express or just show an example of schizotypal personality disorder, and specifically the odd thinking or speech, inappropriate, and I think this kind of combines together like three traits: odd thinking or speech, inappropriate or constricted affect, and peculiar appearance. I think that this ties into one kind of like odd behavior, I would call it. What is odd behavior to you? Maybe you've noticed me acting weird on this channel. I don't know if I did that, or speaking some weird stuff, or speaking in weird terms, or using words in different kind of ways. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my English. Like, it could be that as well, because I'm always obviously translating from Lithuanian, because my native language is Lithuanian. And I've heard people tell me that, I'm just different, like, or that I have that all they're getting from me is odd behavior. And, to me, I'm like, okay, I get it. Sometimes, like, how I can be like odd, like, so, like I used to be when I was a kid, when I would be like, I don't know, acting weird, but like I knew that I was putting on a sort of persona or something, like in front of girls, or, I would like change the way I was acting, but I was aware of that, until, I don't know, like later years, where you sort of start to just act normal, like be yourself, and people still see some things in you that are odd. Like maybe they're expecting something from you, but specifically with schizotypal personality disorder, I think, my therapist was like, I asked him, I think that I have autism or something, like mild form, and he was just like, no, definitely, you definitely don't have autism, but you definitely fit the criteria of schizotypal personality disorder. And I kind of see it strange that a therapist would just, rather than ask why do I think like this, maybe he asked, I don't remember, but I don't think that he just kind of went, like, no, you don't, you're definitely not autistic. Like, I've seen people, a lot of people that have autism that are quite normal, like they're just normal people, like, but they tell me that they have autism or ADHD or stuff, and and then I see it in them, because they're kind of special people, they're like really, they're special in the most like nicest way possible, because they're just like, I don't know, they're really nice. Like, it's really nice to communicate with them. It's really interesting. It's really like, I don't know, like how to put it. You can just feel the good vibe from them. You can feel love from them. And I don't know, maybe it's just me finding people that are like me, and I don't see their behavior as odd. I'm kind of like cool, like they're special, like, and it's like, I don't know, an artistic way of expressing themselves or something like that, like, I used to have a friend, and people would call him Rain Man, because he was like, I don't know, like he was so good, like he was so good at what he was doing, like he was like skateboarding, but he's also a DJ, and he's also like whatever he does, like makes food, like he's just like so specific, but he would be like doing something, and then he would just get bummed out and like stop doing it completely and just jump to do something else, and he would be like, let's go have a cup of tea, and I would always find it like special, like I would just be like, cool, like he's him, he's him, and he's doing what he wants to do. So odd thinking or speech, new word versions, I think, like making up new words or new terms, or things that how you express yourself, like I think that that's like very normal thing to do, but some people might find it like very creative, and like, so I don't know, like you can argue a lot with this being a disorder. It's like it's not a disorder. Inappropriate or constricted affect, blank stare, laughing where it's not funny, socially awkward, problem with social cues and reactivity. Inappropriate or constricted affect, like, I find myself like, I can be like this, like I can talk like and really be like animated and da 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 da, but I find myself like that's like wasting a lot of energy. I could move my hands and make you guys think that, like what I'm saying is so important and you need to listen to me much more carefully than you are listening to me. Like, I don't know, like I could do that. Maybe I'll do that in the future. But for me, just filming myself and talking like I am talking in kind of like monotone voice, like I could change the pitch of my voice and be like more entertaining and stuff. But I don't know. I don't find it like natural, like maybe I could put more effort into talking a bit more like expressive or something, but that like ties in with the blank stare that sometimes just takes over me, and I'm just like, or like listening to somebody and it's not interesting, and it's like, but that rarely happens. Like, today I pretty much listened to my work colleague, like I worked today and I had to go back to my old job today, and I just listened to I just asked questions, and I just know that if you ask questions, like you can get a lot of stories out from people, and you don't tire yourself from telling stories yourself, So be interested, not interesting, like it pays much more to be interested than to be interesting. So I was listening to my work colleague today, like quite a lot, and I really enjoyed myself. Like I really enjoyed hearing his stories, and he was in the middle of the day, he was like, "Wow, I'm really like telling you a lot, isn't it?" And I was like, "Don't worry." It's like, you see, you're not the first one, Like I do get that a lot. Like people do tend to open up because I don't know. I tend to listen, like, and sometimes I'll turn on the blank stare, but like, or maybe it will look like I'm not listening because I'm not looking at you and not making eye contact continuously. But I really like, I think that I know that people like to talk more than listen more, but I like to listen more. Like, I don't know, like sometimes I really need to talk with some people that don't listen ever. Sometimes it's like, but I think that constricted affect like might come from like just not being so verbal in general, like just being more of a listener. And if you're an artist and you spend a lot of time drawing, then you're not necessarily like very talkative. You're just like, you like to be in your own world, and that's kind of normal to me, it seems like. Laughing where it's not funny or socially awkward, like I don't know, like sometimes it's just not funny, so I'm not gonna laugh there. Or maybe I will laugh because it's just so not funny it becomes funny. Peculiar appearance, same color clothes, like a fashion statement. I just tend to wear the same clothes. Like you probably have noticed in the videos, if you watch my videos, like I just wear the same clothes. Like I just don't see the point in changing clothes because of the fashion. Like I change my underwear and t-shirts and everything, but sometimes I will wear the same hoodie for, a couple days. Now I try and change that more. Like I try, but like I don't buy clothes because like I like them, I don't go and look at clothes. I'm like, is this hoodie still good? Like, is this jumper still good? Like, cool. Like I drew on some of my clothes, but even that I realized like I don't really like drawing on clothes. I just like to wear clothes. Like clothes are for wearing, to just cover your private parts, so you're not so like open. So this is kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video. Like I really appreciate you guys putting in, I don't know, like putting in effort into telling me what you guys want to hear about, and I like sharing about what I know. And I don't know, I'm kind of getting not like full, but like I feel like I talked a lot about schizotypal personality disorder, but there's also, I could just keep on talking about how I experience things, and I will probably keep doing that. And just like to show you guys what, how I am, because, that probably tells the best story about schizotypal personality disorder. And yeah, like I just sometimes I just share my stories, like share what I've been doing that day, just use this as a daily log or like a diary. But I think that reflects perfectly what I'm going through, and maybe what your guys are going through. You can maybe relate to that. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Always appreciate you guys. Always say that I'm proud of you because you're doing great work. So keep on doing it. Keep on unraveling these thoughts. Keep on digging into your subconscious and ask questions why you're thinking things the way you're thinking things. I think that's the best way to grow. I think a lot of people don't do that. I think not a lot of people dare to dig into their subconscious and like read people like Carl Jung. And I don't know, he's popular now in my eyes. The other day I was going to the supermarket and I saw this mother, pushing her child in a baby wagon. New word, not a new word, but basically, yeah, coming up with new terms. And I saw she was listening to she was watching a YouTube video, and it was about Carl Jung, and literally one of the AI generated videos that I probably seen the other day. And I was like, cool. Like if that's not a coincidence, then if that's not a, you know, um, how could I forget that? How could I forget that word? Coincidence? It's not coincidence. It's synchronicities. How could I forget? I'm such a big fan of Carl Jung, and I forgot that. Um, but yeah, I diverted off the track. But like, keep digging into your subconscious. That's what I wanted to say. And yeah, you will find new things every day. And I think if you're on this path already, then there's no other way for you but to dig into your subconscious. So I appreciate all the work that you're doing, even if nobody sees it. Some people see it, and some people believe in you, and even if you don't believe in yourself. I'm one of those people, and keep on doing good work. I know you've got this. I know you can go through any difficulties that you have. You just need to put your mind to it. And yeah, just keep evolving. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. So thank you. I love you guys. Have a great morning, evening, daytime, nighttime, whatever you're having at the moment, or breakfast, or lunch, or dinner. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.